There are 2 habits that if you started to implement them in your life, your whole life will change in a relatively short time. Within 90 days, everyone around you will be like, whoa, how'd you get like this? If you do it for a year, then you're just gonna be a totally different person. If you do these 2 things for a year, it will be the most successful year of your life. And the 2 habits are, 1, start planning every hour of every day in your calendar. 2, start tracking your calories and your macros. And they're not as difficult as people think. I'm gonna go through how you can do both of them in this video. Almost none of you are gonna do it because you motherfuckers is soft. I tell people they gotta track their calories and they start crying and complaining. Motherfuckers will do anything except track their calories. People will be asking me, hey, what kind of peptides or SARMs can I take? Like, motherfucker, you track your calories? And they're like, nah. And I'm like, man, I can't even take you seriously. And when people say, man, I just need more time to do this, I can't come. Yo, you planning every hour every day in your calendar? And they're like, nah. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. You're not taking this shit seriously. And neither one of those are that hard. Tracking your calories, just put numbers in a phone. That's not as difficult as people think, or as people claim it is. I've been doing it for 15 years. Like, what's really difficult is when I see motherfuckers doing construction on the highway. Like, that's difficult. I see people cleaning the windows on the side of these buildings, hanging from the buildings like a Latino Spider-Man. Like, that's difficult. Putting numbers in the phone is not difficult. And planning every hour of every day in the calendar is not difficult either. We're gonna break down how to do it and why it's so important. Let's start with the calendar. Bruce Lee once said, if you love life, don't waste time, because time is what life is made of. If you are not planning every hour of every day in your calendar, you are wasting way more time than you think you are. I see the average person walking around, and I know that people who on the surface just like fat losers, even they have tremendous amount of potential within them. And the key to unleashing it is in your calendar. Let's go over how you can do this. So let's say this calendar, this is a blank calendar. Probably how your shit looks, motherfucker. First thing we need to do is put in our bedtime and wake up time. Let's say you go to sleep at, let's call it 10. What you staying up late for? So it's sleep, boom. And that's going to be until the next day, let's call it 6, boom. And then you put in a repeat every day. You should be waking up, going to sleep and waking up at the same time every day. That's another thing you do. You want to have some goddamn structure to your motherfucking life. Matter of fact, let me move this to Monday, right? But you see now it's repeated, right? So now we got the sleep, boom. Now let's put in the workout. Let's say you work out, let's just say 7 a.m. I'm gonna put this daily. So what we're doing first is putting in the things that are repeatable every day, right? I think you should work out every day. Even if you don't lift weights every day, you should be doing cardio. You don't ever rest, like, and do nothing. We gotta play every hour every day. So this is when you shit, shower, shave. Shit, shower, shave. I recommend you do it in that order. Some of y'all out here shave, shower, and then shit, and it's like, ah, man, what's that about? You're gonna do this daily. Shit, shower, shave. Now you in your gymnasium. Hey, let's say you gotta go to work. So you go to work. Let's say you work from a 9 to 5, right? Work, school, or whatever you got going on. This is an example. You make it to your style daily. We're gonna make this till 5. Start. It's gonna be 9 to 5, all right? Oh, yeah. And we put this Monday through Friday. Boom. This would be your commute. This is when you commute. Now, what we do is we need to fill up this white space. And then there's probably some more stuff that you do every day. Let's say you got a date night with your girl, Tuesdays and Fridays, I don't know. Date night, boom. Then you go to here, make that till 10, man. Cause and then this is gonna repeat. I'm gonna go to custom, make it Tuesday, Friday. Yeah, twice a week is fine. Personally, I like to make the date night shit pink. So we're gonna get in that pink, you feel me? You know? And then there's some other shit you might need to do. If you got kids, you got to put that shit in here, right? Because everybody's gonna be a little different. There's stuff that they have to do each week. Cause all a man has to do, you have to sleep, you have to work, you have to work out, and you spend time with your family, right? You know, now if you're like a young man watching this, you don't need a whole lot of family time, homie. Yo, motherfuckers be like, yo, what about family? And then I find out that this motherfucker's 21 with no kids. I'm like, you talking about your mommy? Yo, your mommy wants you to leave the nest, man. You spend too much time with your mommy. You might have to prep for bed, do some preparation for bed, like take a shower and shit, take a shower, brush your teeth, floss, unless you gross. Boom, put that in there. Now listen, we got a lot of time left. There's a lot of white space. You fill this up daily with your goals and your plans. So for example, let's say you're trying to make some more money. Oh man, well, I don't have time to work on my business. This is when we're gonna work on our business. So we're gonna say we got another commute here. If your commute is more than 30 minutes, man, you need to move. All right, boom. Now, let's say you want to start working on, you got a business you want to work on. So we're going to put this, man, we'll make this shit purple. And this could be like your side hustle. I recommend you work on it. It depends on how much you what you wanted, man. Maybe you give them that many hours, and then we're gonna go do it like this. Let me show you. Gonna make a custom one Monday, this and that. Then we're gonna put some more side hustle here. We're gonna make this one a custom one. It's gonna be Tuesday and Friday. You should be doing this at home. So here's the thing, when you make a mistake, it's gonna ask you, when you move some around, it's going, you wanna do this event, or you wanted to do all events, or this and following events, right? So this and following events, boom. And that's gonna change it. Now we work. You see, man, now you look like a productive ass motherfucker, man. What we doing here? You got all weekend to work on your side hustle, man. Let's make it like you should be at least putting 8 hours of this shit. And we're gonna make this custom. It's gonna be Saturday and Sunday. This is an example. You can make it work for you. Hey, now you looking like it's productive, right? It's productive. What we got? 16 hours here, 19. So you got almost 30 hours to work on your shit. You know, that's when people say, man, I already got a job. I got a job. Yo, man, you got time. And this can be side hustle, or it can be another job. Like if you just need to get some money, this can be job too. This could be you driving Uber. This could be, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then you can fill this up with whatever you want. You still got some time to go visit your mommy or some shit. I don't know, man. Do whatever motherfuckers do. So let's say these are my recurring things every week. So what I do is when other shit comes up, I look at my calendar and be like, okay, and then I fill in the white space. And every day for me, there's no white space on my calendar, right? I've been doing this for over a decade. Like if you look at my calendar, and that my real calendar is that. This is the month view. I go on the day view. We look at the day view, boom. It's just, it was just like, there was 30 minutes of white space. And that's it. That's today. This is tomorrow. There's some white space in here tomorrow because it's just a recurring Fed task. But that white space is going to get filled up either tonight or tomorrow morning. This is how you become the most productive person that you know. And it doesn't have to look like this. That was just an example because people have been asking me how to do it. Like how do you plan every hour every week in your calendar, right? How do you do it if you're a student? Oh, well, that's super easy. This would say school, and maybe you have some study time in here. But most people ain't in school for 8 hours a day. When one would be saying I got school, I'll be like, motherfucker, you ain't even in school all day, man. That shit is over early as hell. And you could make your own schedule in college, at least in American college. I don't know what y'all do across the pond. So I remember for me, I would have all my classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sometimes, some semesters, right? Boom, I would work Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I was working more than I was in school. That's the calendar. That is the key. The next thing you need to do is start tracking your calories. Track your calories and your macros. First, you got to know what your goal is. Let's say you're 200 pounds and you're trying to lose weight. So boom, if you're trying to lose weight, take your calories in pounds, multiply by 10. That's how many calories you should get each day. So that's gonna have you at 2,000 calories a day. And then you wanna make sure you get at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, right? So you're gonna need 200 grams of protein. The fats and the carbs, do whatever you want. I like low carbs, but I know a lot of people are in fantastic shape with high carbohydrates. I do keto for reasons outside of body composition. Like for one, keeps my skin super clear. Well, the studies show when they put animals on keto, they live longer. It boosts the immune system. I haven't had a cold in 9 years. A girl had C19. I was eating off her plate, sleeping with her. We was making love, no condom, and I ain't even test positive. She had that shit 3 times. You can eat as many carbs as you want as long as you have your calories and your protein. If you're trying to gain weight, gain mass, protein is saying 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, but you want to up your calories. So I recommend you take your calories in pounds, multiply by 20. I know that's intense. That's an aggressive bulk. So that'll have you at 4,000 calories. It's fun at first, but then it's not fun. But you got to track it. Like, how do you know if you're hitting those numbers if you track it? And the reason it's so important is because to burn fat, you have to burn more calories than you consume. Every pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. If you're tracking your calories and you're below maintenance in like a 500 calorie deficit each day, you'll burn a pound of fat each week. It's all math. And if you want to burn 2 pounds of fat a week, then you got to be in a 1,000 calorie deficit each day. So I also recommend that you get some sort of fitness tracker to track how many calories you burn each day. They're not 100% accurate. I know that. They give you a good range. So you can get a Fitbit, Apple Watch. I use the Oura Ring. I used to use the Whoop. That just looks super nerdy. And I'm willing to change that if they want to give me a sponsorship. I'll fucking throw this shit. I wear 2-3 of them motherfuckers with enough money. Until then, you know, I like the Oura Ring simply because it blends seamlessly into my attire. I'd advise against a Samsung watch. I'm sure that they do what they're supposed to do, and I'm sure they're great pieces of consumer electronics. I don't think there's been a documented case in human history of a man having vaginal sex with a human woman while wearing a Samsung watch. You guys, let me know in the comments if you've maybe heard about it third hand, or it's like an urban myth. Get some sort of fitness tracker. And then now you can do like real math. Check this shit out. Let me show you something. So if you look in the description, there is something called the Victory Vision Planner where you can actually like plan this shit out. Let's say you're tracking how many calories you consume each day. Remember, I told that fat boy 2,000 calories a day. Boom, 2,000 calories a day. And then calories burned. Let's say you're training, you're going hard each day. Boom, you're going hard, burning 3,000 calories a day. Let's say you're really getting after it. It is total calories. Okay? It's just math. You'll burn 700 calories, which is 2 pounds of fat. It's a way to get precise. They say this all the time. Oh man, you don't have to track. I just eat intuitively. I'm like, yeah, you can do that, right? But now you literally guessing, homie. How serious are you? You want to get out of the habit of trying to see how much you can get away with and start seeing how much you can push yourself. Those of you who really try to find out how much you can push yourself instead of seeing how much you can get away with, you are the ones who accomplish your goals. If you start doing that for a long enough period of time, people won't believe the results. I'm on testosterone replacement therapy now because I'm 43. So I got on it like around age 39 because every man's natural testosterone starts dropping at age 30. That's why you don't see a lot of fucking pro athletes in their 40s. If I was in the NBA, I'd be the oldest one. Father Time is undefeated. But before I went on testosterone replacement therapy, people thought I was on fucking gear. They thought I was on roids. They would say it all the time. Oh, he's got to be on roids. He's got to be on roids. And I'm just telling you, I was tracking my fucking calories every day. And I did that shit for like 15 years. Before I wasn't even using my fitness pal. I was writing this shit in notebooks. It's the most important thing when it comes to fitness. If you can do this shit, all your fitness goals will be easier to accomplish. I've never met someone who tracked all their calories every day who wasn't in phenomenal shape. I don't mean like in good shape. I mean phenomenal shape. And I've never seen someone who was in bad shape, fat, struggling, who was tracking their calories. I just never seen it. And it was actually a study done by Duke University where all they had people do was track their calories. They didn't give them no plan, they didn't give them no workout plan, they didn't give them no diet plan, they didn't have them doing vegan, they didn't have them doing keto, none exotic. They just said, hey man, just eat your regular shit and track your calories. All those people lost weight after 90 days, all of them, with no plan. Imagine if you have like a legit plan now. I suggest you start tracking this shit with the Victory Vision Planner, and it'll also show you how to like plan your goals and shit. It's a good link in the description. It's a Notion template. You may have seen other videos where I talked about this, but that's because I'm so serious about it. These are the two things that if you did them, you probably wouldn't need to do nothing else. Your whole life would change. In like 90 days, you get in the best shape of your life and you'd be more productive than you've ever been. Now here's where some problems may arise. When you start fucking with the calendar, you'll notice, oh man, it'll be difficult for you to assess how long things are taking. It'll be difficult to follow the plan. Here's the beauty of it. You can just move shit. Let's say something comes up on Monday. You're supposed to get in your side hustle, right? Boom. And you just move it. And this event will follow, just this event. Boom. And you do something else. That's what happened with that 30 minutes of white space. It was in my calendar. I had to move something. And I just look at it throughout the day. It's the first widget on my home screen, my calendar, so I can just boom, click it, see what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and I'll move shit around. And it's the only notification that goes off on my phone. After you've done it for a while, you won't have to move stuff around as much because you'll start really understanding how long shit takes. And the first time you make the plan, you might be like, oh shit, it might be better if I move my workout to this time. Maybe that's what you got to do. And here's important. Every day, you're going to have to start with a plan. And never will the plan go exactly the way you planned it out at the beginning of the day. You almost always have to move stuff around. Just know that's okay, because it's better to have a plan and work a plan than it is to like just be out here freestyling. Those are the most important habits that will change your life. If you want to see a video on some other habits that'll help you be wildly successful, go watch these other video.